See my dog. Where you at? You see Raina? She's hiding behind me. She's just behind me. Grateful to God for His grace and mercy. Just want to just give a shout out to everyone. I've been having so many gratitude attacks today. If you ever heard me, you know me. I used to have panic attacks and anxiety attacks. I used to run out of a train, run out of a meeting. I used to run out of church. I used to have these weird anxiety attacks. These panic attacks. Today I have gratitude attacks. Today I get overwhelmed with gratitude. I start weeping in the presence of God. I just so grateful for all that God has done in my life. I did an interview yesterday. I'm documentary things are working out, book stuff, just from where I come from, right? Dirty drug addict, from Greenpoint, Brooklyn. No, that's nowhere. Before that, right? Being before the drugs, the emotional, the spiritual, religious trauma, the mental anguish, mental illness, demonic forces that were coming against, before the drugs, right? Drugs was my solution. For those who don't know, I had this, I was ravaged emotionally. My mind was in turmoil, and so drugs was my what I thought was my solution. Alcohol and the progression, and then going to jail and getting arrested and becoming something I never thought I would become, where my mother was brokenhearted. And a lot of you know the story. To being, I'm going to be 50 years old this month, not this month, this year. I'm going to celebrating 32 years of consistent recovery. I'm in 12-step recovery. Um, Married. March is going to be 25 years. Been able to go through some horrendous storms of life. Some real dark days of the soul. And by the grace of God, the support of family and friends and mentors and coaches and pastors, and just I've been able to survive, man. I'm still here. It's another year. I'm excited. I'm grateful. Every morning I wake up, it's another day, another opportunity. I get to serve people. I have lunch with people. I reach out to people. Can we meet? Let's have a cup of coffee. I'm texting people that I haven't spoken to in many years. I'm texting children of people who I love dearly just to see how they're doing and just reaching out. Just simple. You never know, a little reach out, what it can turn into or what somebody's going through. Lots of people are having suicidal thoughts. Lots of people. The enemy is attacking their mind with thoughts of ending it. Let's just end it. It's not worth it. Let's not. And obviously, if you're breathing, if you have a pulse, there's hope. You might be in a dark place, but there's hope. And so, just thinking about hanging out with my dog. I'm not a very animal guy. I love this little dog. This dog right here, love her. You know what I mean? I have emotions for an animal. I was an animal. I had no emotions for no one, and so grateful to God for His grace and mercy. I put a post today. I didn't, man, I didn't know it was 20 years ago. This Pastor Brad and Lakeside Church, and Pastor Denny and First Baptist Church, and there's a couple. I don't even know if they're. Oh, somebody's trying to get at me. There's a couple. I don't even know their names, man. But it must have been 1991, December, Christmas. They brought me gifts for me and my kids. I was going through a dark time. I had bought mad gifts for a lot of other people, just people who were less fortunate than me, even though I was struggling at the time. Bought me and my family, and I didn't know what I was going to give my kids for Christmas. Right? I was thinking of everybody else's kids that were messed up, and I had some really significant situations, and this family didn't know nothing. I didn't know what I was going to give my kids for Christmas, and they brought these bags full of gifts for me and my family. I don't even know their name. I don't even know their names. You understand? But that church and those people in 2001, maybe let's say 2001. I've been blessed by so many people in my past, and John Conroy, thinking about John C., George P., Gusso, a bunch of, I could throw names out there. But don't forget who God uses to bless you. I was, I don't want to, I'm not trying to get emotional here, but when I had not talking to this guy for years. I sponsored him 27 years ago, let's say 27 years ago, 28 years ago, I sponsored him. When Ryan died, my man Mark showed up out of nowhere. He's from 4 Miles, Florida. I haven't spoken to him in years. When Ryan died, he showed up. I think I was too overwhelmed and too distracted, and I was in pain, and people were coming out of the woodwork. But I don't forget Mark showed up. You know what I mean? And and a lot of other people. But you get the point. I was dying in addiction. I was dying. I was isolated, alone. I hated everything and everyone. I had self-loathe, just the whole deal, man. And just God sent many, many, many people, not just, throughout the years. There's a guy named Harvey from Greenpoint, Brooklyn. I don't know where he's at. He's the guy that helped me get back from my relapse, right? He don't look like me. He don't dress like me. Don't talk like me. Different nationality, different. That guy helped, there was, Chip and Irene. I think Irene's longer with us. When I first, 1990, Chip and Irene met me at a meeting. Loved me, man. They invited me to their home, just crazy. This is years ago. This is 32 years ago, over 32 years ago. Some of this is, don't forget who God used to bless you. So I'm very grateful. I've been thinking about this, crying about it, laughing about it. Like I remember Chip and Irene, they took me, they brought me into their home, which is, I'm a drug addict in the streets. I haven't been in people's home. My family didn't want me at home no more. I wasn't even working my mother's home. So now they come over. After the meeting, come over. They watched this weird, it was weird to me. Nobody get offended. I'm Brooklyn, Puerto Rican. But like the Rocky Horror Show or something. I don't know, some weird thing that they showed me. I was just days clean. But the point, they invited me to their home and they loved on me. And, people, God always sent people. I'm looking at my teeth. I was looking at myself. Somebody said, you got nice teeth. I was like, I remember I went to Folsom, California, Lakeside Church, and somebody was a dentist there, and my teeth was so messed up. I don't know how it happened, but they took me to their office and did work on my teeth, and that was the beginning of my dental transformation. Now I got, I can smile. You see me, I'm just grateful, man. I'm just grateful. Yeah, I miss my kids. Yeah, I miss my mother. Yeah, I miss CeeLo. Yeah, I miss, Gary. I got people that I love. I'm grieving, mourning, all this stuff. It's ongoing. It's ongoing. We have a marriage group every Saturday. And Kate Elizabeth said something very powerful. She said that even the celebrations are tainted with grief. And I was like, yes, that's it. Even the so I'm just mad grateful. My brother Jimmy Jam, love you, very proud of you. Just spoke to Gio today. Just got off the phone with Wallace. John G hit me he's on a boat somewhere on a cruise. Joe G hit me showing me the ocean yesterday. Just on and on. My niece gave me a powerful testimony, Siniana, of how God showed up and showed off in her life. My niece Carolina preached a sermon, and it's what God has done in my life and my family's life is incredible. It's incredible. Opening rehab, women's rehab, gonna open up, looking for a building in Brooklyn, looking in faith. They got no money. Probably $4 or $5 million. I don't know. I don't know. People say, how are you gonna get? I don't know. But I know that I'm just following God's lead. We got a building before. Forget 5 million. That building's worth multiple millions of dollars, right? Multiple, and God did that. He can do it again. And just different things, man. Just different things. Talking to pastors, helping pastors. I don't want to pastor a church. Not, I'm with the Recovery House of Worship. I don't want to pastor no church, no regular, I'm doing what God called me to do. I'm running the race marked out for me. But I'm able to help pastors and starting this, just beautiful, man. I knew nothing about nothing. I knew I'd rather be carried by 6 than judged by 12. Snitches get stitches. right? All you punks stay in your bucks. I knew nothing about life. And here I am. I'm gonna be 50 years old. I tell my son, well, let's do a weekend party. Let's go to the retreat. Let's go to Spruce Lake for the weekend, Ray. So maybe I just might go away for the weekend with whoever wants to come. Do a little 50th bash. I don't know. We'll see. March 4th, 5th, and 6th. But I'm grateful. I'm going to teach Bible study. I'm doing these things for leaders. I got the faith-based recovery coach. I got the greatest conversation. I can't believe the Lord has done all this. So I'm just grateful, man. If you're hurting, hold on, right? I was a dirty, filthy, disgusting, broken, lost, angry, hurt drug addict who was waiting to die. I was waiting. I thought they were going to kill me eventually. I was bad. I was doing some things, and I was using a lot of drugs. I knew my heart was going to stop. Something I was going to die, but God had another plan for me. And if by any way you're watching this video, it's very, very possible that this is evidence that God has a plan for you. I don't care how far down. I don't care how many times you relapse. I don't care how lost, how broken. I don't care if you got a lot of years cleaner and you're acting out and you're drowning in your defects. I've been there. That's what brought me to the Lord. I thought I'd never be a Christian. Drugs brought me to the rooms of recovery, so to speak. That's what really the grace of God brought me to the rooms of recovery. And the defects, motivated me to find God. The drugs motivated me to find help. The defects motivated me to motivate. So if you're drowning in defects, I've been there, done that. There's hope. If you're not dead, man, if you're living, if you got a pulse, God's not done with you. Jesus Christ changed my life. I know there's Christians that don't make Christianity look good, and I know you see things. I see it too, and I empathize with you. But Jesus is real. He's alive. He heals hearts. He fills the hole in your soul. He'll transform and renew your mind. He'll bless. He can renew your whole family, my whole family unit. I mean, we were broken family, broken family. God renewed my whole family unit. He's able. I know I don't get $5 if you become a Christian. I'm not, I'm trying to tell you, 12-step meetings and the fellowship helped me experience. I'm in recovery, 31 years and January, 10 months and some days, and then I came to know Jesus Christ, and that changed that thing. A relationship with God, man, with the Lord changed my life, healed my hurts, filled my void, renewed my mind. I'm not perfect. I still got the flesh. I still got this two of me that always fighting. But now the spirit is strong. Now I got the truth. Now I'm connected to a power. Now I got the, So I just wanted to come on, man. I'm so grateful for even, you get to a place in life that even the people that you think, because, sometimes we think that even the people who did you the dirtiest, the people that hurt you the deepest, I get to a place where I can thank them now. Because, man, look at what God has done. If I didn't go through that, I would never learn this. If I didn't go through that, I would never experience that. If I didn't go through that, I would not been on the floor crying out to God over there. So I'm grateful, man. Recovery House of Worship, Ramos Coaching, Rahab's Refuge, the way to recovery, overcomers. I'm grateful for it all. I'm getting on a plane Sunday. I'm going to Sweden. I'm going to preaching in a pastors conference. I'm going to try to help pastors over there. If I can help them, they'll help other people. I'm going to go preach in some churches. I'm going to meet some people in recovery, my people from recovery in Sweden. Going to get some hugs in from Sweden. That rhymes. I'm going to get some hugs in from Sweden. All right. I just be rhyming by accident. It just flows. So I'm excited. And then we're going to California. California love, boy. Can't wait. We're all meeting in California. If you don't know about it, if you're in 12-step recovery, if you know what I'm talking about, Burbank is in Burbank. January 20, 21, 22, I believe. San Fernando Valley Convention. We all going, it's going down. We're all going to be there. It's going to be powerful. And so I can't wait for that. And on and on and on. And on and on and on. I'm grateful. So if you're hurting, you don't gotta hurt alone. You can let us love you back to life. Reach out, hit me or inbox me. And one of my social media is crazy. Maybe one day we'll clean up my social media. But right now you can find me in a lot of different places. Inbox me if you're hurting. If I can help you, I'll help you. Let's pray. Prayer is powerful. The prayers go up, the power of God comes down. Let's pray. If you can't do nothing for nobody, if you totally can't help them at all, you can always pray for them. And prayer changes things. So. All right. I love you guys. God bless you. I see you Sundays at 5 o'clock, right? Sundays at 5. I'm excited about Sundays at 5. Wednesdays at 5 on Zoom, Purpose Driven Life, Eastern. Saturday, 11 a.m. marriage group for those who are married on Zoom. Sundays, 5 p.m. Eastern on Zoom. Check out rhow.org to see our weekly schedule on the virtual platform. And then you can see all our in-person services. Again, I'm looking for a place to have a service in Staten Island, January 29th. Right? I'm looking for a place in Coney Island to have a service there once a month. I'm looking for different places to do different things. Might just do a pop-up service in California. Might do a pop-up service in different places. Love you guys. Thank you all who supported the Recovery House Worship last year. Thank you all those who sent money weekly, who sent money monthly, all our members who gave, all those who volunteered, all those who hit the streets with us, who went on mission trips with me. So many people have been touched by the power of God through what we do. It's crazy. It's crazy. We don't take the credit for it, but we get to be involved in that. It's beautiful. So, I love you guys. Let's have a powerful, exciting, fulfilling, impactful year, touching lives, reaching people on social media, in person, retreats. I got retreats all over the world, all types of stuff. Yes, I love you guys.